The following video is about the few days we spent in Bagan. It was a rainy morning in Yangon when we started our trip to Bagan. We called a taxi and headed to the bus station. I noticed that our driver was chewing something red, and from time to time he stopped to spit it. It looked like blood. We later found that most Burmese people chew betel nut. The bus station was pretty disorganized, and we only knew that we had to catch the famous bus. We finally found it with the help of a few locals. We were in good hands. On the wall there was a certificate stating that our driver completed a 3-day driving course back in 2016. All in all, it wasn't bad. We had blankets, some special cake and bread, and the bus left on time. The bus attendant started distributing sleeping pills, and then he briefly explained the bus rules, which were written only in the local language. 8 hours and 600 kilometers later, we arrived in Bagan. That night we had a delicious dinner for $2 each, and the next day we rented an electric scooter that made this Tamagotchi sound every time I turned it off. There are over 2,000 temples in Bagan. We wanted to see them all. A few years ago, people were allowed to climb on the top of the temples, but due to safety concerns, the government started banning this activity. When we visited, some temples were still open, therefore we made it our mission to find them. We didn't succeed in the first day, so we found a good lookout point to see the sunset. Next morning, we continued our search. Usually the big temples were closed, but this one seemed interesting. We didn't even think that it would be open. Imagine our surprise when we saw this open gate. We decided, this is where we'll see the sunset. But we still had a couple of hours until then, so we continued exploring. Then this happened, but it didn't slow us down. It was the last temple we wanted to see. We weren't expecting to find another temple to climb on, but we did. Notice that I'm not wearing shoes. When entering a temple in Myanmar, you have to take your shoes off, and not only inside the temple, but also in the courtyard. After this, we returned to our spot and watched the last sunset before leaving Bagan.